Quiet, please. What's up, Facebook? How you doing? So I decided it was time to give my diffusers a little TLC. I did the diffusers upstairs last night. I have a dewdrop in the boys' room. This is the dewdrop, and then I have a desert mist in my bedroom. So I cleaned these two upstairs last night, and then this is 3 of the 4 that I have downstairs, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I clean these 3. So I'll start with the dewdrop because it's fairly easy, and you just want to take this little top cover off, and I just rinse this through some water. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm going to use. All I'm going to use to clean these is some rubbing alcohol. I have some Q-tips for any like little hard to reach places or whatever. And then this is the little like scrubber that comes with the diffusers. And so I'm going to use this. And then also, this is kind of like, it's a comb, but like it has this end that's not super sharp, but it's pointy. And I noticed that my desert mist upstairs, the little brush wasn't getting like the little crusted stuff that gets on the gosh, I don't even know what the piece is, but the piece that makes it diffuse, it was getting a little crusted over. And so I used the end of this to lightly scrape it off, and it worked really good. So I brought this along just in case I need it for one of these. So that's all I'm going to use. And then I'm going to also use some paper towels. I got those here. And then water for just rinsing it out when you're done. So I take the top of this one off. And this is actually the original diffuser that I got with my kit last December, December 2016. So this one is still working great. But I just rinsed this off with water. This is just the little outer part, the little cover. And then this part, like sometimes there'll be some buildup around this edge, and then inside here, there's sometimes a little bit of buildup. But this one looks pretty good, so I'm probably just going to leave that alone for now. And then the inside is kind of stained, probably because I used some tangerine in there or something. And so I'm going to clean that up. What I do is I just wipe any moisture that's in there. I just wipe that out first before I get started. And then I put a little bit of rubbing alcohol in here. I just put a little bit. You don't need that much. So I just put like, I don't even know if you can see it, but a little bit in the bottom. And I just swish it around a little bit and get it along the edges. And you want to be careful not. This is where, I don't know, this is like one of the air vents. I don't know if that pushes air out or sucks it in. I'm not really sure. But you just want to make sure you don't get any water inside here. So you can take your little brush that came with it, and you can kind of just swirl it around in here and scrub it all out. They're really easy to clean. The hardest one I think to clean is the Rainstone. And so yeah, scrubbing it all out with my little brush. And I don't see anything really built up on the little white part in the middle. That's what makes if your diffuser like looks like it's not diffusing very much, as much mist as it was before, then it's because this thing probably this little white piece probably got corroded with minerals or whatever. And you need to wipe that off. So this one looks pretty good. I really haven't been using this one that much because I have so many other ones. So now that I got that, then I'm just going to dump the rest of this rubbing alcohol out. I'm going to wipe it really, really good. And I wipe around the edges too. And my daughter colored on this one. Wipe that off. Must have been a pencil mark or something. These things are really durable. We've dropped them and everything else. And so they still work good. And then after I wipe it out really good, you can see like the stuff on the paper towel, kind of. And then I just rinse it out in the water really, really good, so that there's no rubbing alcohol left. And then I just take another paper towel and I dry it off. And that's the dewdrop. That's how easy it is to wash and clean this one out. This one was pretty clean actually because I don't use it that much downstairs anymore. It's really like a loaner diffuser. I've loaned it out before. Okay, next one is the Desert Mist. This one I probably use the most down here. This one runs pretty much every single day, and it's really easy to clean. So we'll see how dirty it is. You just take this little outer shell off and take the little top off here, and it actually looks pretty good. There's no residue or anything inside there. It looks pretty, that part looks pretty clean. And then when I look in here, the little white thing in the bottom here, if I feel it like with my finger, it feels like there might be some residue on there. And so I'm going to put some rubbing alcohol in there. I'm going to swish it around a little bit and get my little cleaner. Hi Sarah, how you doing? And just scrub away on that little white part in there. And go all the way around the edges and everything. Keep it nice and clean. Hey Jessica, what you up to today? I'm babysitting and cleaning my diffusers. The kids are preoccupied over there. So I figured I'd clean my diffusers. And so it's probably good enough now. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the rubbing alcohol is actually discolored. So there, even though it looked pretty clean, there is still some residue in there that needed to be cleaned out. And then I just dump that out. Rinse it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take my little Q-tip and I'm just going to rub on that little white piece really good. You're working. You're at work watching Facebook, huh? That's funny. So I'm just going to rub that little white part really, really good. And then I'm going to feel it with my hand. And now with my finger, it feels really smooth again. So there was a little bit of buildup on there, and I just cleaned it off. The one in my bedroom last night was like, you could see it. It was bad. I was like feeling guilty. I was like, oh, I've been neglecting my diffuser. So now this one's going to pump out some really good mist. And then that's it. Then I'm just going to wipe it out. I rinsed it, all the rubbing alcohol out. Just going to wipe it out. And this one will be good to go again. I'm going to put some thieves in here. Clean the air. So you just pop that lid back on. Put this back on and it's ready to go. Pretty easy. Okay, the hardest diffuser to clean is this one. And that's mainly because the opening is so small. So I can already tell that there's some buildup when I look down in there. Okay, I got a box. Awesome. Don't open the door. Leave the door shut. I'll grab it in just a minute. I'll grab it in just a minute. My Young Living box has just arrived. So, you guys probably can't see, but very down at the bottom in the middle of that circle, there is some buildup. And I could tell because my Rainstone was not pumping out the amount of mist that it usually does. So one important thing to remember when you clean the Rainstone is this piece right in here, this little thing. You have to reach down in there and pull it up. Hi, Kayla. And you have to close it, because if you get any water in there, it's really going to mess things up. You don't want to get any water. So you pull it up and you close it. That part. See, like this is open. See that little hole right there? That's open. And you pull it up and now it's closed. So you make sure that's closed before you start cleaning this one. And you pour a little bit of rubbing alcohol in there. And then you take your little thing here. You guys, you don't open the door, please. And then you just swirl around. I know, the kids, I'm babysitting today. And they were actually pretty quiet a little bit ago. But like, you know how kids are. When they see that you're distracted, then they, or when they see that you're busy, or when you're doing something and not paying attention, then they really start to get wild, but that's okay. You're being good. I can see them, so. Anyways, you just want to scrub it out, and I do all the way up the edges and everything. I'm trying really hard to get the centerpiece in there. I'm trying to scrub the centerpiece really good, because I can't stick my finger in there and feel if all the corrosion is gone. So you have to really make sure with this one that it really is all gone. And the water is pretty dingy, or the rubbing alcohol is pretty dingy in there. You can't tell, but it is. And so this one was dirty. So I'm just going to dump out that rubbing alcohol. And then I'm going to take this and very, very lightly, I'm going to just scrape the top of that. And I don't feel, you'll be able to feel if there's corrosion on it. And I don't feel, it feels like the rubbing alcohol took everything off. So, good. Yeah, I clean mine like once a month. And they need it for sure, because they do get buildup on them. You guys, make sure you're sharing. You be nice to one another. I'm just rinsing it out now, really quick. Rinse it out really good. And so now it looks pretty clean in there. I cannot see, on the little piece in the middle, I cannot see any buildup anymore. So, and then I just wipe this down. I wipe the bottom. The bottom of this, like, it's really small, and so you would think that it'd be really, really tippy, but I have it out in the living room. And, you know, I do babysitting, so I have kids here all the time. And nobody has ever knocked this over, despite it having a really small base. This one has never gotten knocked over because it's very heavy. This is some kind of like lava stone or something. This is stone. This isn't plastic. This is like some sort of stone, and it's really heavy. So you really don't have to worry about getting knocked over. The kids are always looking at it. And so yeah, that one's all done. And then before you plug it in and turn it back on, just remember to open your little valve up again. If you don't open that before you turn it on, it is not going to work right. You'll notice right away. I've accidentally done it before. I've turned it on with the little valve closed, and I was like, oh, something's wrong. Oh, thanks, Kayla. You have a good day, too. I'm going to go live again in just a minute and show my order that I got, because the kids just told me it was dropped off. So, Anyways, this one's done. That's how easy it is to clean these things. They're not a lot of work at all. And I'm going to go put some oils on. And then I'm going to go grab my box. And we're going to do a live unboxing. And check out the goodies that I got in my wellness box this month. Okay, I'll see you guys later.